He said, and on his throne with rays direct shone full, he all his Father full expressed ineffably into his face received. And thus the filial Godhead answering spake, O Father, O supreme of heavenly thrones, first, highest, holiest, best, thou always seekest to glorify thy Son, I always thee, as is most just. This I my glory account, my exaltation, and my whole delight, that thou in me well pleased declarest thy will fulfilled, which to fulfill is all my bliss. Sceptre and power thy giving I assume, and gladlier shall resign, when in the end thou shalt be all in all, and I in thee for ever, and in me all whom thou lovest. But whom thou hatest I hate, and can put on thy terrors, as I put thy mildness on, image of thee in all things, and shall soon, armed with thy might, rid heaven of these rebelled, to their prepared ill mansion driven down to chains of darkness and the undying worm, that from thy just obedience could revolt, whom to obey is happiness entire. Then shall thy saints unmixed, and from the impure far separate, circling thy holy mount, unfeigned hallelujahs to thee sing, hymns of high praise, and I among them chief. So said he, o'er his sceptre bowing, rose from the right hand of glory where he sat, and the third sacred morn began to shine, dawning through heaven. Forth rushed with whirlwind sound the chariot of paternal deity, flashing thick flames, wheel within wheel undrawn, itself instinct with spirit, but convoyed by four cherubic shapes. Four faces each had wondrous, as with stars their bodies all, and wings were set with eyes the wheels of beryl, and careering fires between. Over their heads a crystal firmament, whereon a sapphire throne, inlaid with pure amber, and colours of the showery arch. He in celestial panoply all armed of radiant Urim, work divinely wrought, ascended. At his right hand Victory sat eagle-winged. Beside him hung his bow and quiver with three-bolted thunder stored, and from about him fierce effusion rolled of smoke and bickering flame and sparkles dire. Attended with 10,000 saints he onward came, far off his coming shone, and 20,000, I their number heard, chariots of God, half on each hand were seen. He on the wings of cherub rode sublime on the crystalline sky, and sapphire throned, illustrious far and wide, but by his own first seen. Them unexpected joy surprised, when the great ensign of Messiah blazed aloft by angels borne, his sign in heaven, under whose conduct Michael soon reduced his army, circumfused on either wing, under their head embodied all in one. Before him power divine his way prepared. At his command the uprooted hills retired, each to his place. They heard his voice, and went obsequious. Heaven his wonted face renewed, and with fresh flowerets hill and valley smiled. This saw his hapless foe, but stood obdured. To rebellious fight rallied their powers, insensate, hope conceiving from despair. In heavenly spirits could such perverseness dwell, but to convince the proud what signs avail, or wonders move the obdurate to relent? They, hardened more by what might most reclaim, grieving to see his glory, at the sight took envy, and aspiring to his height, stood re-embattled fierce by force or fraud, weening to prosper, and at length prevail against God and Messiah, or to fall in universal ruin last. And now to final battle drew, disdaining flight or faint retreat, when the great Son of God to all his host on either hand thus spake.